is a man that he is a jack of all trades and also
a
master in all. Master in all. He's a master in all. I am telling you people this. Believe me, as I am putting it, I'm not going to put it to you, but I'm going to tell you and also advise you and also tell you that when it comes down to football, basketball, you always get 1 point or the other from Man Wisabi. Good evening, Man Wisabi.
Good evening, Noble. But then,
looking luscious in orange or Chelsea pink.
Checking.
No,
it's Heartland pink.
You know that there is it's Burgundy, royal purple, royal blue.
I accept the pink aspect of it, but then just tell me.
You don't accept Chelsea.
Heartland pink. Why will I accept Chelsea? Am I from Chelsea? I'm from Ivory, and I belong to Heartland. So tell me, is Heartland pink? And I'll say yes.
Heartland pink.
Yes, it's Heartland pink. You know?
If you go onto Facebook, Echo 100.7 FM or Echo FM. Or go on to YouTube, Echo FM 100.7. You will see my Sabi with his Heartland pink.
Thank you very much.
Looking so luscious and looking so handsome.
Yeah.
You know, it is my duty to, make sure that those listening to us are happy. And also, why won't I make sure that the person beside me is looking happy?
You understand it now? All right. Thank you very much. I think the introduction is very beautiful.
Okay, I like today's one.
Yeah. I like this story where you're coming from. My name is Kachi Sports. You know what they call me? Kachi Nwagokeno, aka Man Wesabi. But then, like I always say, this is all for us. This is for us to, of course, always get it exciting. And I'm in pink, yeah. Maybe don't be surprised that this is in Atlanta where Jesse will be pink. But then remember that.
Can you tell us something?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
So that you don't put me out of content. All right. All right, but then wonderful evening to you. And you know how we started. This is what we do. We always make you excited. We always come here with the best from the world of sports. Our hands are full again. And one of the things is that we don't always have, if you give us 5 hours here, I'm sure most people will even be interested for us to be here for 5 hours because our mouths are always full of sporting stories, and we do this with passion, we do this with excitement. We know that this is what makes you so happy, listening to us. Noble Chigozrim, they call him the fox in the box. Whenever he's in the 18-yard box, be very careful. He's more dangerous than Didier Drogba. Drogba, when in the days of Drogba, if he's still on the pitch and around your 18-yard box, he's always had the ability to conjure something to score you and break your heart. Go and ask Bayern Munich fans.
Now, my people, also go, and that's thing I want people to do, please, go onto Facebook. Look at Man Wesabi and me, and who looks like Didier Drogba. Please.
No. It's not in the looks.
No, it's in the words.
So they call him the fox in the box, and we're here to make sure that you get the best from the world of sports.
So a lot has been happening in the past 24 hours. Coaches have resigned. Coaches have been appointed.
Sure.
Looking at Bobisa, the man who led Cape Verde to their first World Cup, he has resigned and he has taken up another coaching role. Now from national team, he has gone over to club football. And also looking at a man who had his first stint with the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire, he has returned after... am I going to see the drama that happened at the World Cup? It was at the World Cup, but now it's Cote d'Ivoire. But short stints at the World Cup. Talking about Renard, he has joined Cote d'Ivoire. We're going to give you more updates on that. And also, as of yesterday, the technical advisor of Heartland Football Club, talking about Coach Emmanuel Amuneke, he has come out to actually tell the fans and also those who have been following Heartland that listen. The preparations have started in earnest and everything it's underway. So prepare for a brand new season with Heartland in the NNL, and it's not going to be like a business before. That is what he's promising the fans. So all this and more will be coming away right here, just like Man Wesabi talk and say time. If they give us 5 hours, if you know they know, because story work in the country, but we'll try as much as possible to give you the updates. And also, those that are watching, you are highly appreciated. Those that are listening, you're highly appreciated. Those that will tune up later in the future, I'm also sending your kudos to you when you tune in. So starting up and looking at what has gone down, we will actually start up with the fact that the WAFCON is coming to the group stage of the WAFCON is coming to an end, and two teams have already known their fate when it comes down to goodbye, and also looking at about like two teams know their fate in getting into the next round, and also a team has known its fate. Senegal, they have been relegated out of the competition, and also the Senegalese head coach has resigned from his job. So starting up, Cameroon and Morocco, two lionesses, indomitable lionesses of Cameroon, and also looking at Atlas Lionesses, they have secured the path going into the quarterfinal stage of the WAFCON. And then Senegal, actually, they have been shown the door based off on the fact that, yes, it's more 4 points, a win, a draw, and a loss for Senegal. They fought so hard, they fought gallantly. A 20-year-old goalkeeper who, as of 3 to 4 years ago, she was actually a striker. She was known as a striker. Talking about the Senegalese goalkeeper, but looking at how she has, she put in a great shift against Morocco, winning the woman of the match of that game. And looking at how things have come through, Cameroon became the first team to qualify for the knockout stage. They beat Ghana by 1-0. That was over the weekend on Sunday. Indomitable Lionesses, they currently sit at the top of Group D with 6 points from 2 matches. The victory over Ghana means Cameroon had actually, they are guaranteed a top 2 finish from that particular group, regardless of the result in the final group game against Cape Verde. And ultimately, that game, I believe, they also beat Cape Verde. And the Cameroonians will now look to maintain their strong run as they prepare for the knockout stage. And now the host Morocco, they actually had what could have been a perfect run, but 2 victories and that particular draw against Senegal. They concluded their run in the group stage. On Monday, yesterday, in a goalless draw against Senegal. Senegal put in a physical touch. Even the coach in talk say, we talk and for here, say, we go do everything. Yes, the first 2 games no go according to plan, but we go do everything to ensure, say, they actually put out a good fight. And ultimately, it was the victory that would have secured, that would have looked to secure a passage for them, but unfortunately, they couldn't get that particular one. So the Moroccans put themselves in strong position in the final group game. They booked Algeria as well. That's the third team that have booked their place in the quarterfinal. They beat Kenya. Kenya, 10 years absence, returning to the WAFCON, and 3 matches they could not get a victory. So looking likely that it could be the same fate for Cape Verde as well. Their first WAFCON. Malawi is doing differently than what Cape Verde is doing. 2 matches, 2 victory in a group that had Zambia and Nigeria and also Egypt. And Malawi is topping that particular group. 2 matches and 2 victories. So this is a bit of an update. So we are looking forward to other matches that will come to. Super Falcons are going to play tomorrow. But for the meantime, Cameroon, Morocco, and Algeria, 2 North African countries, and also looking at how things have turned about from the West African side. They're still trying their possible to see how far they can go at the WAFCON.
Yeah, Cameroon have represented. Cameroon are true themselves. The truth of the matter is that it's an exciting tournament so far. The biggest pack in this tournament is the Malawian girls. I think they're
not playing like debutants.
Yeah, they've scored 6 goals in 2 matches, conceding 3 goals. That means that they've come to this particular tournament with a vision, and they are driving it. Tema Chawingwa and her sister Tabitha, both of them are doing very well, carrying that particular nation high. I believe back home it will be a source of joy and pride for the young girls down there in Malawi. We are, seeing what their sisters are doing at the continental stage. Congratulations to them, because I'm sure they too will also be through. Although they were having a tricky game against Zambia. For the Super Falcons, they will be facing Egypt, the whipping girls of the group. Hopefully, they will also get their own, over the Egyptian girls, and then make it through to the quarterfinals. So far, so good. Like you said, 3 teams are through: Morocco, Algeria, and Cameroon. Both of them going through with very, impeccable results. Almost an impeccable result for the host nation. But Senegal again, they made a statement yesterday. We were thinking that we thought that that Egypt, Morocco would have had their own over the Senegalese girls, but they held their own. It ended a 0-0 all draw with that 7 points through to the quarterfinal, and then their heads high talking about the Moroccan girls. Whatever happens, all I want to see in the semi-final, I just want to see the 4 best teams from Africa that will go to the World Cup and compete favorably with their opponents in the world.
Well, what you're seeing right now,
that's all I'm going to say.
From the results that have come through the WAFCON, who would you pick to represent the African? The 4 teams you are looking at, who could possibly make it to the semi-finals?
If you ask me, okay, possibly making it, that's a different question. Football can change. The Super Falcons, you can see that they started very, on a back foot, but then they are beginning to pick up. I know what they can do. I've always said this. I have a lot of confidence in them. They've started picking up. If they beat Egypt now, more confidence will come, and they can go all the way.
A
tricky game anyway. But then I'm sure, I have confidence. I want to say I'm sure that they will beat Egypt.
You feel, and beating Egypt, you need to score about 3 goals in that particular game. Going to the fact that let's have a strong goal difference.
Yes, goal difference. But whatever it is, they will beat Egypt. And when it comes to fighting in this kind of situations, Nigerian teams, more so the
Russia Ajibade has said that the players are ready to die on the pitch.
Yes, and I know they will. And that's what I'm saying. I have confidence in them. But at the end of the day, should they not do what they said, I still have confidence in them, because what they have achieved, I'm not always part of those who want to slaughter. That's one thing I would also like to point out at this particular juncture. A lot of us came for Chiamaka Nnadozie
after the first game.
It's not always fair. If you are someone who has played football and run on the pitch for 45 minutes, you understand that football is not easy. But apart from that, you will say that that's their job. Yes, but even in your business, sometimes you can also make mistakes.
A problem with most fans is that there's a difference between criticizing and critiquing. You understand?
Yeah, and trying to, come for the personality of the person. You can criticize constructively. That's the thing I said about
constructive criticisms also.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can criticize, but let this criticism be constructive. Don't come for somebody who you know is a legend, who you know have.
When the going gets tough, let's go.
It's not fair. You want to criticize somebody, it's okay, but then don't bring the person down completely. That's the thing I always say. I always say this thing, even when it has to do with my own club, talking about Heartland FC over there. Criticism must be there. If you take it away from football, the players will start doing anyhow. But then let it be constructive. Do it with the mindset that this is a human being too. That, okay, you know that the person can also be better, or the person has been better in the past and can also be better now. You understand what I'm saying? Not one that will want to kill the person's personality. So, but you asked me a question I have not answered. You said at the moment. If you want to ask
results.
Me, yes. If you want to ask me, I think the first team I'll pick is Malawi. Told now.
So far, for what they have done.
And then Morocco, okay? And then the 2 teams are Morocco, and then another 2 teams now, like those ones.
Give me the other 2 teams.
The other 2 teams now is the Cameroon that have qualified alongside the Algeria. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I think that's the Algeria.
Yeah, Algerian side.
Yes, because at the end of the year, you're asking me based on the results I have at the moment. And I must confess, I've said it before. The Malawi girls will come first for me.
Okay. So, we don't talk, say, they pick Super Falcons based off on performance.
No,
remember,
I am
based off on performance.
No. You asked me at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. Based off on the performances at the moment.
Do you want me to
now.
Be sentimental? But like I said, going forward, I can't be sentimental. But I say, like I analyzed initially, but going forward, I know that the Super Falcons
will get better.
That's just the truth about them. They've always done that.
So looking at the Super Falcons of Nigeria, they have returned to full training. Looking at the games they will be playing, the game they will be playing against Egypt, they returned to full training yesterday evening. They will be playing Egypt tomorrow. They will step up their preparations. First game, they conceded 3 goals. Second game, they were they were actually taking a step back when it comes down to the fact that they finished that game with 10 ladies. And then ultimately, they came away with 3 points. They had 3 points in a physical game. And then looking forward to the game against the Egyptian side. 9-time African champions, they definitely will be looking forward to seeing how they can go through into the next round of events. So attentions have now turned to Egypt. The victory is expected. The victory is expected to secure a path into the quarterfinals. Beyond qualification, the Super Falcons will be eager to produce another convincing display. And so far, just like Man West Sabi don't tag the Egyptians, they are the weeping team, more like the those that are lamenting in the group that has Malawi and Zambia as well. 2 matches, 2 losses for the Egyptians, and they will definitely look forward to at least Kanjide Hinaka. For the meantime, Nigerian Super Falcons and the Copper Queens, they are on 3 points, and the Egyptians have an opportunity to also secure 3 points after.
And leave that entirely open.
So ultimately, also they'll be looking at the match between Malawi and Zambia as well.
again, let's not forget that the Super Falcons influential attacking midfielder Jennifer Chegini, she will not be available in this particular match
because
after Paris Saint-Germain she picked up
a yellow card.
So
first yellow card was against Malawi. She picked up the yellow card against the Copper Queens.
So she will not be available in this match. That now will be leaving the coach, with the tactical ability, like
find someone
that can
fit up a tactical approach against the Egyptians. So with that, we can also tell you about Moussa Cissé. He stepped down as the Senegalese coach, the Senegalese women national team head coach, Mami Moussa Cissé, who said that they're going into that particular game with the one mindset to fight for it all, regardless of the results that they churned out after the very first two games at the 2026 Women African Cup of Nations. Senegal failed to progress beyond the group stage of the tournament. The Teranga Lionesses finished third in Group A with 4 points from 3 matches, recording 1 win, 1 draw, and a loss. So as things come through, Cissé guided Senegal to consecutive WAFCON appearances. Now he leaves the role, and Senegalese FA will be looking forward to a new coach. Are they going to go and stick with a foreign-based coach? Are they going to look internally to bring in a coach that can help them find a right rhythm to their system?
Yeah, he's been there for a long time. He came as a transformative coach, has been with them for a couple of time, and has done his best with the team. Stepping away like this sometimes, for me, I don't usually appreciate it. I would have allowed for him to get home, see how he can settle down and do that in a very more fashion. But then people always say, leave when it is like that, so that they won't ask you to chase you away like a foul. But at the end of the day, he's done his best. I'm moving on. Again, let Senegal look inwards. I believe that you can get a coach from within. Our own coach, Nigeria has always done well with the Super Falcons, very well when we use internally, our own local home-based coaches. Go and check the Super Falcons history. The coaches have always done very well with them. Has always been coaches coming from home, and the Madugu now has been a champion himself, even though they are not going, but he's been a champion himself. So I hope that Senegal will look inwards and find someone, from Senegal to do it. I always believe for Africa.
And also still talking about coach transition, Bobista and Renard have been announced as new head coaches for various outfits. Now for a man who has been with Cape Verde for that should be almost about 6 years,
yes.
Guiding the team into their first World Cup appearance, guiding them through unbeaten in 90 minutes after the World Cup, and also a couple of stints in the AFCON, putting out a good result, getting to the quarterfinal on various occasions at the AFCON. This is a man who actually knows his onions, and as things happen, he is now the new Ares Bakane head coach going into the CAF Champions League, you understand? So Pedro Lito Brito, as he is officially known by, and then popularly known as Bobista, he has stepped down from being the head coach of Cape Verde national team following his historic debut campaign at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, where the Blue Sharks famously reached the round of 32 before losing in that dramatic 3-2 victory against the defending champions as of then, Argentina. So he has signed a 2-year contract with Moroccan top flight team Ares Bakane. To Bakane, he actually will replace the man who right now is the head coach of Tunisia. Talking about Shabani. So Shabani left, and Bakane said that this is for the betterment of the national team comes first. So Shabani definitely is looking forward to another transformative journey for Tunisian football. And then Bobista is after going through a transformative run with the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde. You can see how things have come true. Before you actually make a comment concerning that, let's also look at Hervé Renard. Hervé Renard is going into his second missionary journey with the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire after five in past days. Now has been announced that he's no longer going to continue as a head coach of the Ivorian team. Looking at the Ivorian Football Federation, they appointed Hervé Renard after choosing not to extend the contract of MS5. MS5 come, they ask them how far now with everything I don't do for now, and I know extend that, but no problem, no wahala. So looking at the track record for Hervé Renard, he famously guided Ivory Coast to AFCON AFCON glory in 2015, and also know that he has a footprint in Africa, not just the men's game, also going into the female women's team, and also going to Europe. At some point, he was the head coach of the French women's national team. And looking at his imminent task, his main task right now is definitely going to be the fact that he will be looking forward to guiding Côte d'Ivoire to AFCON 2027. Their first game is against Ghana this September.
Yeah, starting from Bobista, I am not very comfortable with that news. Though everyone in their career would like to, pursue, their career to, push their carear higher. Some of us started this job in some other stations, even you. But then we're moving higher. So what I'm saying is, it's a normal thing. It's bound to happen. But if you look at what that man has achieved or what he achieved, I remember he's a 2025 African best coach.
Coach of the year with Cape Verde.
After he guided them, to the Nations Cup, and how he was able to 2025 securing the qualification and impressive tournament, draws at the tournament. Now, if you look at what he has achieved, the bromance or the romance he has had with the players, what he has achieved, the kind of team this man has built with the Cape Verdean team, and the incredible record, they have now coming from the last World Cup. If you look at what this man, the kind of team he has, how he has built this team, the way he's been able to structure a team that can look at 3 former world champions at the world stage, not just a friendly match or any other tournament, at the World Cup stage, and held them for 90 minutes.
Give them a fight for their money.
A fight for their money. Held them for 90 minutes without losing. If you look at the whole thing, you can actually ask this question. I think we maybe sometime in the future we'll dig deep into what led to his resign, or whether if he personally resigned or whatever. But whatever it is, I don't have that right to question his decisions as a person. But I'm saying, my man,
coach of the year in 2025.
You understand? What I'm saying is, who is he leaving this Cape Verdean legendary team now for? You understand? And okay, fine, but like I said, he probably wants to test the club side, and he's joining a big club anyways, one of the best clubs in Africa, RS Berkane, a CAF Champions League team, not just any team. And it's like I said, it's a personal decision to move forward. But for the Cape Verdean national FA, I think they are going to do a lot of job getting somebody, from within. Because the beautiful thing about this man is that he's not an external coach, you understand? He's not a foreign coach. So, well, kudos to him moving his career higher, or going to the, well, I wouldn't say moving his career higher. I mean, people say trying a new experience.
Taking a different angle.
Thank you.
In the
game of football. Kudos to him. Congratulations. I wish him all the best. He's been a man that is quiet, but then he's been able to achieve a lot. He's a pride for African coaches at the moment with what he did at the last World Cup. But for me, I thought he would have continued, give that team 4 more years, get more new players, add to the team you have, and see what you guys can also do at the next World Cup. But then that's going to be in the hands of another coach. Then for our friend, talking about Hervé Renard, nothing to talk about, nothing much. He's someone we know. He did the famous win. For him, the biggest victory will be winning, Argentina in the World Cup before the last, with Saudi Arabia. That was a famous victory. Even though Argentina went on to win that particular World Cup, but that was a famous victory for him. Again, remember, he was the coach that won the Nations Cup with the Ivory Elephant of Côte d'Ivoire when the Drogba era, their golden era, were almost fizzling out. He came from nowhere, helped them secure the Nations Cup. That's at the expense of the Ghanaian national team, and now he's returning back. He's a veteran in African football. He won it with Zambia.
Yeah, one of
the most impeccable,
unlikely winners.
But again, history favored them. I think that was if I'm not mistaken, Congo. There was a history that maybe we'll trace that someday when their team, talking about Zambia team, had a plane crash and all that. But I think we look at that. But what I'm saying is, he did that with Zambia, like you said, with an unlikely team. Did that with Côte d'Ivoire. He has coached a couple of African, teams, and he understands the African football very, very well. It's a good move for the Ivorian national team. But again, like I always say, I like Africa for Africa. Emi Faye is not happy he's leaving. He said he didn't get the support he needed to get after all he achieved with the national team. But then, for Faye, I always say this: move on, look for another club, or or look for another country. If you have what it takes, move on. But for my man, I have Renard. Welcome back to African football. You're a veteran here.
Yeah, for someone like Renard, we not go tell you welcome back.
Now. Yeah, he's a veteran.
We not go tell you. Are we going? He's not a son of the soil. You understand?
I think so.
Why would you say welcome back? Okay, anyway, welcome back. Welcome back home.
We've been enjoying his white shirt.
I'll give you just joining. This is Echo Sports right on Echo 100.7 FM. You can catch us live on Facebook. Go over to Facebook. Go on to Echo FM, ECHO 100.7 Echo FM, and also look at Echo 100.7 on Facebook as well as on YouTube. We are live. You're going to see Manway Sabi. He is on his Heartland Pink. According to him, Heartland Pink. So with that, we can also get into updates concerning Heartland for those that are fans of Heartland and those that want to know what's going on with Heartland, and also what are we going to anticipate from Heartland going into the 2026-2027 season. Now, Heartland, they have started their training and also pre-season training and preparations ahead of the 2026-2027 Nigeria National League, the NNL season. The technical manager Emmanuel Amuneke, he has confirmed this, stating that look, we've resumed for a new season last Monday, and we are looking forward to actually the main goal and major goal, which not just the technical advisor, but the Heartland players should carry that as the major goal for themselves before any individual accolade, talking about promotion back into the top flight football for Nigeria, talking about the MPFL. So, 4-time MPFL champions, and going over to 2 or 3 seasons now, they've been in the second tier of Nigerian football, which is not what the fans are looking forward to. And looking at how things have come through for them, narrowly missing out on immediate return back in the 2025-2026 season, and looking forward to their 3rd season in the NNL right now. So, he has said that, look, the task is clear and it's simple, and we are looking forward to securing that promotion ticket, and looking at the fact that Amuneke is banking on process to secure the MPFL a return for Heartland, and looking at how it's going to come through for the Nazi Millionaires. That is the question for the fans, because it is one thing for the man leading them. You know, one thing is, they say that when a lion is looking at a pack of dogs, the dogs will fight like a lion. But when a dog is leading a pack of lions, the lions will fight like dogs. So right now, Amuneke is blowing hot. This is what we are looking for, to promotion ticket, and that's definitely what the fans are anticipating. Let us go through 3rd season in NLL for a 3-time, or looking at a 4-time MPFL champion, and we are seeing that this is not where most fans will be like, no, this is not where Heartland FC belongs, and we are anticipating a much better outing going into the 2026-2027 season.
Yeah, anybody who knows Heartland FC knows that this is not their domain. But again, these things happen because of mismanagement. I'll always say this: past mismanagement, people not doing the right thing at the right time. And what happens is that when you see these results, because there's this statement that there's no smoke without fire. So when you are seeing this smoke now, there's fire somewhere. And the truth of the matter is, it's on record that the reason why Heartland has been in the NNL, or was in the NNL, was before he came. Even when he came, and all of us know that that position was bought. The MPFL he played was bought. It was bought. You understand? So it's obviously due to past mismanagement, and a lot of things, that's the truth, went bad with Heartland. And if you want to have a good result on the pitch, sometimes it's not only, I've said, football is not only played on the pitch, it's played outside the pitch. What was done at the back, what has been done, what has been fixed, what happened where, what, we don't want to go into that, but I just want to say that, just like the coach has said, the team started their training last week Monday, and new players have come in to replace some of the players that have left, because you can't stop players from leaving at the end of the season, especially when when the team were unable to get promoted. So new players have come to replace the ones that have left. The ones who are still out, they've resumed in earnest, and you've heard from the technical manager talking about Coach Emmanuel Amuneke. A lot needs to be done. That's just the truth. A lot needs to be done, and early preparation like this helps to set the tune. Just like he said, the biggest thing on the lip of every Heartland fan is get promoted. and that is the biggest thing on the mind of the coach and his technical team, and as well as the players. How do we get Heartland to where it belongs? Heartland is not an NNL club; it's an NPFL club. Heartland should even be a CAF Champions League club. That is just the truth. But like I said, what the man is doing, because I'm close, that's the truth, is taking time to, these bridges that have been broken. How do you mend the bridges? Meet people that have been offended in the past. Because the club, owning so many people who have gone to many ways to say, we'll go do something to make sure they don't come. That's the truth. So how do you try to, amend these bridges? Those who were offended in the past, who now see the club from a bad light. Because when people are having bad intention and, say some things, it can work. That's the truth. So how do you get back to them, talk to them, get them back, let them know that there's a new sheriff in town? How do we, forget what has happened in the past, unite together as one body, as one family, have one mind? Because at the end of the day, I've said this before, the truth of the matter is that Emmanuel Mike can leave the club tomorrow. That's the truth. Another person will come.
But the club will still stand.
Yes, now.
Soldier go, soldier come, yes, go still there.
Yes. So what is important is to make sure that the barrack is in order. That's the truth. The barrack is in order. So the truth of the matter is, all the Heartland fans, I believe, and those who have been calling, all of them are, looking forward to a better NNL season. It's not going to be easy, because when you're going into a tournament, even if you're a village league, the idea is every small community wants to win. But at the end of the day, let's all, give
100%
support and hope that the best will be what we'll get at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, just like the coach has said, the club has started in the nest with everything, preparing ahead of the next NNL season.
Okay, as well as looking at the other Imo State-based club side, Con Khalifa, they've unveiled their technical team ahead of the 2026-2027 MPFL season. So we are all wishing the teams in Imo State.
I must say thank you to that particular club, because without them,
we won't have top-flight football. You understand? And also, talking about the MPFL, they are very close to signing what would be a landmark better deal for MPFL. According to reports, this is going to be a massive deal that we've not seen before in the MPFL. Remember that a couple of months back, they announced that they are increasing the prize money for the winners of the MPFL to 1 billion naira. And now we're also looking forward to seeing how things are going to stand through, and also what are the processes they've been put together. Because the question has been, how are they going to raise that 1 billion naira? And it seems like they've been doing the groundwork, and they're very close to announcing a sponsorship deal. So MPFL, they are very close to announcing a new title sponsor ahead of the 2026-2027 campaign, with the chairman, Wenger, confirming that negotiation right there in Glasgow, Scotland. I believe he went to watch the Commonwealth Games, and then right there he announced that, look, okay, we are very, very close to closing up the deal. And looking at his statement, we are finalizing the details. I have traveled abroad to conclude discussions and ensure everything is properly put in place. Beyond becoming our title sponsor, this partnership will also strengthen our digital presence as we work to grow the league's social media platforms through influencers and strategic content creation. Also, looking at that aspect, he spoke about the fact that we want to have a strong presence on social media. We want to sell our market. We want to sell the league, not just putting out papers and also sending in letters, support, but we also want to put out, in a way, probably they've looked at the private sector, the private clubs, and how they've actually, when you look at the likes of Remo Stars, you look at the likes of Sporting Lagos, and how they've put their clubs in order, and also pushing fans and letting fans know, engaging fans on social media. I believe they want to borrow that leaf from the privately owned clubs, and also look forward to seeing how things have come through, because he stated that he has spoken to a couple of entertainers as well as content creators to bring them in, young and vibrant, and also looking forward to seeing how the season will turn about.
Good one. All I want to say is why you want to promote the image of the league. Make sure that some of the things that bring down the image of the leagues are taken away, like crowd unrest, attack on players.
The club sides also have their own part to play in that particular
That's where I'm coming from. So it's a very good, because the world is going social. All of us know social media is taking over every other thing. So now that they want to engage, image makers, it is wonderful. But remember, you can't bring an image maker, like I said before, in an environment of chaos. So why these are going on. It's a welcoming development. The amount of money we are
looking at because when you look at it also, it's a way to, in social media right now you can see that it's more like the window to the world. So as we are seeing, these people have brought their actions have brought disrepute to the beautiful game that we have. So as they are so putting out the game, when there's crowd violence and all that, remember that I see it on social media and how it's going to fly.
It's going to fly like wildfire. You're on the same page with me now. So what we're saying is, it's a welcoming development, but there has to be a lot of work still needs to be done, so that while we are projecting the image, we will project a very positive image out there.
Okay, and looking at that particular audio, reports have it that the proposed sponsorship deal, title sponsorship agreement, is worth more than $7.5 million. $7.5 million, and it's over
money.
3 years. 3 years deal, and it's going to come through. MPFL would have $7.5 million. You understand?
That's
so
it's
going to go through. Remember that he also said that it's not just the winners alone that are going to collect something. You know that when you look at everyone who participated,
something is going to collect something. I mean, it's motivation. It's very, very.
And
big
also
motivation.
have the mindset that after their just concluded gathering in Enugu State, that should be last week. They said that every club side must have a working website. Yes. Even though the MPFL had a couple of backlash because the website of MPFL themselves, they post now once in a while they post for there. It is not really active. You understand? So let's see how that goes. But it's all about the clubs working hand in glove with the organizers of the MPFL as well as the fans having their own part to play. I beg, may we stop all this crowd unrest.
Please,
you understand?
Please, if you're watching us, you're listening to us.
I beg.
What we are urging is why MPFL, why those at the top are making efforts to make sure that they get this game, our league, to where it should be. Let the fans know that it is possible to lose 5-0 in your ground on a bad day. It's football.
Man, you 7-1 at some point. From years ago.
Yes. At Old Trafford. It's not away.
Did the fans fight?
No. That's what we're praying. Let also the fans, I just want to, lend my voice to what you just said earlier on. Let the fans also understand that we all have a role to play.
Now, also looking at the recent updates concerning, as of yesterday, man, we have been enlightening us. Let's say Infantino, they run go to your Kwata, talking about the US president. They tell us, say, I beg, see what's going to happen. Help me. Everyone is coming for me. So, now reports have it that Gianni Infantino, who is the current FIFA president, Atubeya for the meantime. Everyone is just passing vote of no confidence. Until next, he has not been impeached. So until next year, that is when
March next year.
Yes, that's when the election, the FIFA Congress will come through in Morocco. And then I actually came through an interview that was made with one of the FIFA officials when asked about the fact that where does CAF stand. So the lady said that so far nothing official has actually come from CAF concerning their stance for this particular. Though it has been withdrawn, we spoke about it yesterday. Infantino has withdrawn that particular due to sell the particular.
But before it was withdrawn, there was nothing coming from the side of
it's
CAF.
Actually this week that
they are going to look at it.
We'll come together and look at it. So now they said that yes, she knows, or personally she knew that certain FAs have actually spoken up about it, coming from the North African side that they are against it. But generally, as a house, as a union, they've not come through. There's no official statement as of when she made it. That was yesterday that nothing came through from CAF. You understand? So now, Gianni Infantino concerning the fact that reports are that he's running to Trump. You don't come and talk, say no. Say any report suggesting he sought political backing from United States President Donald Trump to protect his position as pressure mounts over his leadership. Say now, far. Say nothing like that. Say he no meet anybody, because reports including one that was made by New York Post, which is stated right there in US, a huge outfit. They claim that Infantino tried to contact Trump and arrange talks with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio following the collapse of his controversial proposal to sell well a stake in FIFA World Cup, because right now UEFA, they are working on withdrawing their backing on Infantino going into next president, and also CONCACAF as well as some parts of Asian FA. They are working towards to say that we no want to, because since you can do this behind our back and then try to force it down our throat, that you can do more. So that is where Infantino stands now. Say no, I no go meet FIFA. I no go meet Donald Trump, US president.
That news also said that he was trying, but he didn't get through. He made some calls. Well, you wouldn't expect him to say, okay, I'm calling Trump to say, assuming there was something like that. You don't expect him to come out and own up to that.
But Trump will tell him to his face that, yes, I called you. Yeah. This is why I called you.
I hope he doesn't get to where he has to come and say, we talked. But I know that even according to the report, there was no discussion. But the news said that he was making efforts to get to him. But there was no official, contact.
Okay. From that, we told you yesterday that we're going to give you updates concerning Nigerians' performance at the Commonwealth Games. So ultimately, Nigeria came through with 24 medals. Martin, I forgot gold medal. I forgot gold medal. But ultimately, it was actually 24 medals. Nigeria managed 10 gold medals, and I believe that's 3 fewer than the previous edition. And
the target said this time was 20
gold medals. You understand? So when it comes down to gold medal, the overall medal tally was just 4 medals beyond the gold medal tally that we are looking forward to. So a couple of known names actually recorded gold. The likes of Samuel Ogazi, Ezekiel Nathaniel, Chukwuebuka Enekweche, Goodness Nwachukwu, Folasha De Oluwafemiayo, Esther Nwogo, Ruliyewan Idris, Rufiata Lawal, Oneme Didi, Edidi Ongumofia. And when you look at all this, it was dominated by heavyweights, lightweights, and also looking at powerlifters.
Yes, and let me say this. Most of the gold winners, they were first time for Nigeria. They were like first time for Nigeria in the Commonwealth.
Grand outing like the Commonwealth.
For instance, the Ogazi guy. Secondly, also, the shot put man in Ekwachi. The first time Nigeria is winning gold in
shot put events
at the Commonwealth Games. So, though it's 10, though it's below half of what was expected, but most of the gold medals were won by newcomers, kind of first timers for Nigeria. So it's a big congratulations to Nigeria, even though we didn't get up to the 20 target set. But I must confess, they did us proud.
Yes. So first gold medal for Nigeria in shot put events at the Commonwealth, and also first silver medal in the shot put event in the women's game for Nigeria, and thanks to Jessica Orji. So looking at it, 23 medals in total, 24 in total, and also looking at the fact that we had 10 gold medals, and it was not close to what we had in the past, because Nigeria's medal haul was 10 fewer than the 34 gold medals, 34 medals won at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
That's 10 short of it.
Looking at the reduced number of sports in Glasgow, that they're also looking at it that it played a major role to Nigeria not winning more medals. Now, moving over to Europe and looking at how things stand, Nottingham Forest are close to, they are asking about Tijani Reinders for Manchester City, and Newcastle have told Manchester United that they should not come close to Lewis Hall, and Manchester United are also linked to Miles Lewis-Skelly of Arsenal. You can see how things are turning about, and the reports have it that Real Madrid are now setting the pace to ensure that they finalize Yan Diamonde's deal from Leipzig this particular week. And then reports have it that Arsenal as well are very, very close right now. Reports have it that what Guimaraes is waiting for now is a phone call that he can travel to London.
Yeah, boy,
that he is ready. He has packed up. That he is ready to make a move to Arsenal. That is the report that have come through. And also, Arsene Wenger has also voiced out his concern that he was never in support. He was never in support.
That means
of
he was not even aware.
plan.
You see, this is why I'm sorry. I need to even if 30 seconds. You see, this is why this particular move by Oga Infantino, it contradicts what we got from our own brother here, Oga Pinnick, who said that Infantino is someone who consults widely before he does things. Now, even
who are we going to support right now?
Yeah, because
is it Amaju Pinnick or those have been saying that they were not consulted?
That's what I'm saying. Because it's confusing. Now, look at the person of Wenger, head of international whatever. His position in FIFA is a very high one, one that if anything like this is to take place, he should be one of those that should have been consulted. But he has come out to say that he is happy that that idea has been dropped, and he wasn't part and parcel of it.
Okay, that is coming from Arsene Wenger. So right now, the phone lines will be open up for you to join. Remember that we're live on Facebook. You can also send in your reactions on Facebook as well as on YouTube, and also send in a WhatsApp reaction. Man, we sabi.
All right, join us on, of course, on the conversation. We are on. The phone lines are open now. 0911 20022. That is 0911 20022. 0707 454 1014. That is 0707 454 1014. You can also join us, drop your message on WhatsApp on 0707 491 3438. Remember, we are live on Facebook on Echo FM. That is ECHO, Echo FM 100.7. Be part of the conversation now.
Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
My name is Chiso.
Chisom, you're welcome. You're welcome.
How is work now?
Work is moving fine.
Please, Chiso, move away from your radio set.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
I'm hearing rumors about just going for this guy, this left back from Spanish side.
Yes, Pep. They are going for Pep from Real Vallecano.
Okay. I'm wishing them well. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, my brother. Hello, good evening.
I think. Hello? All right.
Please do also call back. Now, going over to our WhatsApp platform, a couple of messages have actually come through. This is coming in from a regular, how are we going to...
Regular tester.
So we are going to test her.
You often test us, Felix.
Good evening, Kachi and Noble. My name still remains Felix Nwozu, testing from my humble community woman here in Berry. Let me say congratulations to our athletes that did us proud at the just concluded Commonwealth Games. Please let the government reward them handsomely. Yes, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has actually commended and congratulated them for their job right there, but we are still looking forward to see if they are going to give them land.
Yeah, definitely. He normally knows how to, reward those who do that kind of thing. It's a big give money.
So yes, please let the government reward them handsomely and give them a red carpet welcome back. And again, I wish our Super Falcons good luck in their next game. And finally, I wish my club Arsenal all the best in this new football season. Thanks, and do enjoy the rest of your evening ahead. Now going over to more messages. Premium rainy evening, KNO and Sports Chef.
Good evening to you.
Good evening, my brother. First off, I'd like to commend the ambidexterity of the Senegalese shot stopper in their last group game yesterday at the ongoing WAFCON. I think posterity will ever remember her, and I want to believe that we will have these kind of players in our national teams. On the new initiative by the MPFL body to market the league well, they have presented a juicy strategy, but what about the issue of pitch encroachment and beating up match officials? I believe this is something we actually asked the question. What are their plans on actually pegging such incidents? I think before now, they should have come hard on clubs that doesn't have a good security measure ahead of next season. They will just tell them, beef up the security, you are going to play behind closed doors, or they are going to move you to another...
We've been playing a lot of matches. Okay, so now that you're bringing, now that you want to promote the league, now that you want to market the league, now that you want to bring, people who are going to be promoters, are you going to be playing these games of closed doors?
Well, behind closed doors.
We play so many closed doors games.
Finally, please, I need clarification on this. On the ongoing Under-20 WAFU Championship, is it only a guarantee to the African Under-20 Championship ticket if Nigeria beats Ivory Coast, or Nigeria should win Ivory Coast and also win the tournament, considering that Ghana, being the host of the African Under-20 Championship, has automatically qualified? A blessed evening ahead. God bless Echo FM. I'm Ugogs from Nazi. So as it stands right now, Nigeria needs to find a place in the finals of the WAFU under 20 competition to actually go into that particular, because Nigeria as well as other West African nations have actually been clamoring on the fact that this zoning of a thing, not just in the under 20 the youth category, but also going over to major events, that it is not actually doing good to African football, and also seeing that major African nations miss out on opportunities to actually compete based on the fact that they didn't come out from the regional side. You get they were like, if you're strong enough, definitely put us in a pitch, put us in a
Let's
ring.
compete there.
Let the strongest man win. So for Nigerian under 20, they need to look forward to, okay, let's make it through. They're already defending champions, and they are looking forward to their game against they're in the
semis already.
They're in the semi, so getting into the finals, then they would actually see what goes on from there. 0911 20,022, 0911 20,022, or 0707 454 1014, 0707 454 1014. Now, also looking forward to updates concerning Nigeria's performance at a just concluded archery event right here in Africa. Team Nigeria closed its most successful African Archery Championship ever, winning its first ever gold, 5 silver, and 1 bronze in Oran, Algeria. This is the team's biggest ever squad. 18 athletes were there in Algeria at the championship, and they reached every bare bow team final and the podium in compound. Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Akachi.
Welcome to the show. Good evening to you, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, this is Trevor Question.
Chidebere, you're welcome.
Yeah. I wish Super Falcon good luck. They should win Egypt by 4 goals to nothing.
Okay. It's possible.
Huh?
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. So they can win Egypt 4-0. So they will qualify. So as for Liverpool preseason, they are winning this 2 goals to nothing. 2 times. They lost their preseason. 4-2. It's a pity. It's a pity. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Chidebere. Enjoy your evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Focus.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Kati?
Good evening, Focus. Welcome to the show.
Yes. And if Nigeria can qualify, they should beat Egypt 6-0.
Okay. After Zambia did the same thing.
Yeah, they did the same thing. So I want Nigeria to beat it. So because of Zambia, they are going to play Malawi. So even though Malawi or any of them win, it won't shake Zambia. It won't shake Nigeria. Thank you very much and keep up the good work.
All right, thank you, my brother. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Kachi and
Noble the Sports Chef.
Good evening to you.
Kachi, how are you doing?
I'm great, my brother. Welcome to the show.
Noble, I greet you, sir.
I greet you, my brother. Welcome. Please, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, my brother, please.
Osai Nandi,
you're welcome.
Hey, Osai Nandi, my manchi.
Yes, so I just want to appreciate you guys. You guys are doing a great job there.
Thank you so much,
Thank
brother.
you.
I'm wishing all the Super Falcons all the best.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Osai.
right, thank you,
so much.
Osai. Manchester City are linked to Pedro Neto of Chelsea. They are looking at if they sell Savinho, they can go and bring Pedro Neto.
Chelsea won't let Pedro go. This one, Chelsea won't
nearing total agreement, Bruno Guimaraes. That is something that Arsenal fans will be very, very happy about. This is where we're going to
carry him bag, put by the side. The whole issue for hand.
This is where we're drawing the curtains close for the program this evening, the show this evening. We thank you for tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as listening on your radio set. We're going to come your way tomorrow, 6:30 to 7:30. My name is Remains. Number the Sports Chef, number Chigos, the Fox in the Box, number the Lighter, and I'm wishing everyone buenas noches.
All right, my name is Kachi Sports. My friends call me Man Sabi Kachi Nwagogo. I thank you very much for being part of the show. Remember, tomorrow we'll be back with another super duper bumper package.
Thank you very much. Good night.